If you look at that website down at the bottom of the screen, kind of on the left, that is the official website for the All-Star Offline Racing Series. Go ahead and join that. You'll get some up-to-date information on the league. You'll get all the news and everything that happens. Meanwhile, 130 laps. Austin Johnson, that 32 car, going to lead the field to the green. 130 laps. If we don't have a caution by the halfway point, the caution will be thrown automatically. Green flag in the air. Austin gets a huge start. That 00, Alex Hayes, he did not get as great of a start. Austin Johnson going to clear both lanes. 22, April Pryor, or Nancy Pryor. She's fighting with the 00 now. 00, Alex Hayes going to pass the 32, Austin Johnson. They're going to battle for the lead. I think Austin might let Alex go by without any issues. They're fighting with each other. Alex will lead that lap. 3 wide further back in the field. We already are a little bit further than the truck race as far as green flag racing. See, that's 17 of Callie Hancock. She's making her way towards the front. Ryan Benjamin falling back just a little bit. Back here, a lot of close racing. 2 and 3 wide. Skylar Rocha going to get underneath Yel Carrillo. Going to almost make it 4 wide out of turn number 4. They somehow managed to make it without hitting each other or crashing. Very tense moment already for some of these drivers back here. The points contenders, or actually no, he's not. He was involved in a crash. Oh, there's a crash. Jeremiah Twain, the 51's around. A huge crash on the back stretch. Whoops, that is the 18 of Bean Weeby. 62, John Book. Dylan Eberheim is in it. Jeremiah Twain. Unfortunate, the 37, Alvin Jones, subbing for his brother. Happened up with Jeremiah Twain. Jeremiah gets spun out. Looked like it was Tavis Haken that spun him out. The 18, Bean Weeby, he hit Jeremiah. Jeremiah made some contact with Skylar, too. Bean hit the wall, and you see everybody just stacks up and involved. So many drivers. So let's see just how well these 4 drivers here can stay in front of the 17 of Callie Hancock. Callie, Alex, and everybody else behind them. They all got tires and fuel. Top 4 still on their tires, but they only have about 7 laps on the tires. Green flag back in the air. The 14, Cody Rhodes, gets a great start. Tyrell Resner did not get too great of a start. Single file for the first 8 or so drivers. Zach Cronin is a little slower than some of these drivers here in this back half of the field. The 54, Evan McCollum, he is really slowing everybody up back here. I thought that was going to be the 4 of Zach Cronin. Evan McCollum slowing down everybody. Most of the drivers have damage back in this part of the field. Oh, the 43, Benjamin Wallace, had some issues. Looks like he might have a tire down. Oh, somebody on the apron. I think that's the 95, Tavis Haken. Tavis Haken on the apron. And it looks like his day is probably going to be done. There's no smoke. I don't know if he can't be out of fuel. I don't think the fuel window is this short. I'm not sure what happened. We'll have to follow up with him, but he is stopped on the track. I don't know if it's going to cause a caution or not. Oh, the 53. That's Logan York. Logan York with piston problems. He has retired from the race. I didn't even see that happen. Whoa, there is a crash on the track. Muhammad Abdullah, the 88. The 12 of April Pryor. That's the 51, Jeremiah Twain. The 54, Evan McCollum. I think Bean Weeby, Robert Pollard, John Book. What in the world happened there? Number 3, off of pit road. Laura Lee Weeby hit him, and then the 12 of April Pryor hit John. And oh, they hit the wall. Bean Weeby, Evan McCollum, Jeremiah Twain, Muhammad Abdullah, they were involved. What in the world? Season number 1, this happened quite a lot, and now it's happening yet again. They hit the wall, and heavy damage on their cars. Benjamin Wallace, of 43, is able to get by. Muhammad Abdullah hit Jeremiah Dwayne in the back. Robert Pollard was able to. Logan York tied with 10th place entering this race for points. So Callie Hancock, the 17 on the restart. She's going to be the leader back to the green flag. The 95 Tavis Haken does not have any damage. He's 4 laps down, trying to get one of his laps back. He still has a long way to go. A little under 100 laps left. Green flag back in the air. See Tavis trying to hang on to the 17. The 4 Zach Cronin and the 43 Benjamin Wallace, they are going to fall back. I think everyone's going to get by without any issues, hopefully. This is now the leader, and the 95 Tavis Haken, he gets his lap back. So Tavis now is only 3 laps down. Here comes the 24 Stephen Pollard the third. He is going to make it 3 wide for the lead. Pablo West in the middle. Callie Hancock up top. Callie got a huge run off the turn, and she will hold off all of these drivers and hold on to the lead. Now 3 wide for second. Cody Rhodes working his way up to third. 3 wide here for third place. Bruiser trying to hold on to it. Alejandro Rodriguez and Stephen Pollard, they're making their way towards the front. A lot of really crazy racing here. Tavis Haken now trying to still get one of his laps back. He will move ahead of the 14 of Cody Rhodes for the time being. The way these cars are racing here, I think they're going to have a crash at some point near the front. So, a lot of racing here. Cody Rhodes still has the lead. Alejandro Rodriguez in the second. He is going to go on the inside of Tavis Haken. 3 wide for the lead. The 11 and the 14 are battling for the lead. The 95 in the middle of this group. He is 4 laps down, trying to get back on the lead lap. They are really, really racing close with each other up here. A lot of drivers are starting to pull up closer to these cars as they're racing side by side. Tavis Haken, the 95, gets a huge run off of 4. Tavis Haken right behind the leader. That's the 11F. Alejandro Rodriguez trying to fight to get his one of his laps back. 3 wide behind the leader. Nancy Pryor almost into the side of Tavis Haken. In this race, you see the 88, the 12, the 62, the 53. They are all out from the crash. Well, the 53 is out from a mechanical failure. The 14, Cody Rhodes, shooting through the middle of Nancy Pryor and Logan Gentry. Skylar Rocha, in the meantime, he gets the lead. So Benjamin Wallace, Zach Cronin, they're 2 laps down. Tavis Haken, 4 laps down. There's Zach Cronin, speaking of the 4 car. Still green flag. I don't know if we'll see another crash or not. Oh, just as I say that, the 4 of Zach Cronin into the 17 of Callie Hancock. I thought they were going to crash. Somehow they didn't. Zach Cronin holding up the leaders here. They're trying to get past and race with each other, and he was almost involved in a crash. Logan Gentry and Cody Rhodes now battling for the lead. Damage near the front. So top 5, Alejandro Rodriguez, Cody Rhodes, Hunter Blade, Logan Gentry, and Skylar Rocha. Behind them, 4 wide. This is not going to work. 32 Austin Johnson, Nancy Pryor, Stephen Pollard. Can they make it? They make it without wrecking. I don't know how that worked. The 32 of Austin Johnson, he is up in the top 10 after he was back around 20th place. See how far back she is this time by Hunter Blade, trying to get past Tyrell Resner. Tyrell putting up a fight, trying to stay on the lead lap. Nancy Pryor, the 22, is less than a second away from the race leader. She is closing in on Hunter Blade. That's the 42, the green and black car. He is the leader. Hunter Blade does have some damage. You can see right there the hood is raised just a little bit from that first caution. He's been able to work his way into the lead. But Nancy Pryor is catching him quickly. Nancy Pryor continuing to close in on Hunter Blade. I think the damage with that 42 car, I think that's going to slow him up. We might see a couple other drivers catch up to these drivers as well. Logan Gentry, Laura Lee Wiebe, 3rd and 4th place. And look at the 22, Nancy Pryor, battling with the 42 of Hunter Blade for the lead. Can she get past him and the 41 of Tyrell Resner? Tyrell trying to hold on to his lap. Nancy Pryor, huge run off of turn number 2. Hunter Blade going to hold on to second. They have caught up to the 22 of Nancy Pryor. Who is going to win this race? You see, Bruiser gets a huge run off of the turn. And now he is up to second. He is right with the 22, Nancy Pryor. Bruiser does not have a win yet this season. He won at Phoenix last season with 2 races to go, and that put him in 5th place for the points. And he was able to contend for the championship until he was involved in a crash. Battle for the lead now. The 34 Bruiser has caught Nancy Pryor. Side by side for the lead. Here comes the 6 of Logan Gentry. Hunter Blade falling back to 4th. So Bruiser 2, the lead. The 34 car. Nancy Pryor going to fall back to 2nd. 3rd place, Logan Gentry. Run off of the turn. Cody Rhodes, a 14, coming down pit road. He has an issue. They just came down pit road not too long ago. I don't think that was a scheduled stop. Meanwhile, Bruiser, final lap. He is in the lead. Has a little over a second lead over the 11 Alejandro Rodriguez and the 6 of Logan Gentry. Can everybody make it on fuel? Alejandro Rodriguez is in 2nd place. But the 34 Bruiser going to come out at turn number 4. I think he is going to win. He does not come down pit road. He has enough fuel. Bruiser will win his first race this season, and he will snap the rookie's winning streak of 2 races. He is the first veteran to win this season. So after the 3rd race, Nancy Pryor is the points leader. Alejandro Rodriguez moves into 2nd. He's only 4 points back. Matt Riddle fell back to 3rd. He is 36 points out of the points lead. Hunter Blade was able to move up to 4th, even though he finished a little further back, around 8th place. He is 61 points back. With Bruiser's win, he moves from 21st to 5th in points. Callie Hancock moved up 9 positions. Other drivers that have moved up positions, Skylar Rocher went from 17th to 10th. Lindsay Hancock, she gained 11 positions, went from 26th to 15th. Logan Gentry, he went from 33rd to 16th in the points. Laura Lee Wiebe, she went from 29th to 19th. It's unfortunate for Bean Wiebe. He had another issue on the track. Did not DNF this race. He did not finish last week. But he finishes pretty poorly again, and he will be 40th in points. April Pryor, she had issues as well today. She finishes 39th. Dylan Eberheimen wrecked last week, wrecked this week, 2 DNFs. He is back to 26th after finishing in the top 5 at Daytona. Logan York, another driver, he fell back 10 positions. He was in 14th, back to 24th with his mechanical issue.